What's good, YouTube? This your boy DJ Q Waves back again with another new video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. Go and follow my social media pages that be in the link in the description. Alright, now I got some juicy stuff for y'all today. So yesterday on last night HBO show The Shop by LeBron James, he had Drake featured on the show. So they had many discussions about greatness and but LeBron and Mav Carter got to the juicy stuff. So they asked Drake about the whole Kanye Pusha T beef. So I'm gonna give y'all exclusive clips of all the stuff Drake discussed with Kanye and Pusha T. Y'all check this out.
He said his biggest challenge was 2011 with the finals. What's been your biggest challenge? Obviously this summer, Kanye tweeted he was in the studio with you. He's cool with Pusha. Like, what was did you take that as a big challenge?
It was, your challenge is a good word for it, I guess. I mean, I ended up linking with Ye, and he, you know, sold me on this whole speech of like, you know, I'm in a great place, I'm making money, and I'm a father, and I want to, you know, be Quincy Jones and help you. But in order to do that, you've got to be transparent with me, and you've got to play me your music, and you've got to tell me when you're dropping, and I know you don't like to do things like that. And so, you know, I was in the studio. I guess, you know, we all kind of felt a genuine vibe from it. So I played him my music, and I told him when I was dropping.
How much of Scorpion did you have done by then?
Maybe like 60% or something.
Got it.
And then from there, it was all good, you know? He played me like this.
He played you a beat, right?
He played me Lift Yourself, and he was like, yo, you can have this if you want. And I was hype. I started writing to it, and then he was like, yo, you gotta come to Wyoming. So Wyoming happened, and 40 went to Wyoming early. And he was like, man, I'm here a day early, man. Something's off. He's
you
like,
felt it?
40 said that.
Yeah, he's like, this guy's working on an album, man. And I was like, for real?
Because he hadn't announced it yet.
He just told me he wanted to work on, like, he just told me he wanted to give me beats, and he said he wasn't dropping till like October, November, or something like that. And I'm like, it's all good. Let's just go and let's see what it's about. So I went and, you know, ended up pretty much spending majority of my time working on his music, like just trying to like cook up ideas for him, you know?
Writing raps for him, in other words, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. Just trying to lend a helping hand, you know, cook up. Listen, I don't knock anybody. Music is a creative experience that should be shared. But anyway, I was out there and I spent all my time pretty much working on his stuff. And again, I left Wyoming and I was like, okay, well, we left with Lift Yourself and like a pat on the back, you know, so it was like, all right.
It's all good.
Well, I guess, yeah, sure, I'll try and make the most of this, and hopefully he sends some other things through. By the way, I'm in Wyoming, I play him March 14th, I send him a picture of my son.
Oh my God.
I tell him I'm having trouble with my son's mother. We had a conversation, I shared my... So I wake up, and all these dates are out, one by one, all around June 15th, by the way. One's May 31st, one's June, whatever.
First, second, June this, June that.
Then the next 2 days, whatever, I wake up now to this text from him, like passive, like sends me something I did. Yo, I love you, brother. Lift Yourself comes out with him just talking nonsense. I'm like, oh,
Scooby poop that round, yeah.
Oh, this guy's trolling. Yeah. This guy's trolling me. Yeah, this was like a manipulative, like, I want to break you thing. So I said, all right, I'm going to go back to distancing myself again. I know what this is. And then the first album drops. And of course, there's a diss song towards me you produced that's talking about writing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm writing for you.
I was just there with you as friends, helping you, and now you're dissing me. So I'm like, man, this is dark.
This is evil shit.
This is dark. It made me realize, and actually I text Braun after.
You guys spoke about that.
Well, it took me 4 days to really register what had happened. And I text Braun, I said, I hope I don't let you down with my decision. And that was something I was really concerned about.
With your decision to do what, Drake?
To not do anything. To not
respond.
That's what you were worried about when you called me, like, I'm not responding to that song. Do You were just like, I don't know how people feel about that.
Well, I was more concerned about, like, you know, the people whose opinions I respect and the people who we thrive off competitive nature.
Of course.
But there was, you know, people love to say, like, rap purists and people who just love confrontation, they love to say, hey, man, there's no rules in this shit, but there are fucking rules in this shit.
Of course.
And I'm gonna tell you something. It's like, I knew something was gonna come up about my kid. They had to add, like, the deadbeat thing to make it more appealing, which is fine. I understand that. And even that, I was like, okay. The mom and dad thing, whatever, you don't even know my family. Yeah. It's like but I'm gonna tell you, wishing death on my friend that has MS, I study rap battles for a living. Now, when you mention defenseless people who are sick in the hospital that passed away, that really sent me to a place where, you know, I just believed then and believe now that there's just a price that you have to pay for that. It's over. You're gonna get, someone's gonna fucking punch you in the fucking face. The shit's done, the event's over. I wanted to do other things. I didn't want to further your reputation or your career by rapping back at you and having this exchange. And that was it for me.
Drake texts you and like, am I letting you down?
Yeah, what did I tell you?
What did you say to him?
You said that I could never let you down.
I said, listen, as a hip-hop historian, who loves hip hop, I would love for you to respond.
Of course, we want to hear it. We're
I did, by the way.
You're the greatest.
By the way, I did, by the way.
Yeah,
you wrote the song.
I did, and I said terrible things.
Yeah, I said, I want you to, every time, respond every time. I said selfishly in all caps.
Yeah, you're selfish, yeah.
I said,
because you want to hear it.
I want you to know one thing. We're family. You're a brother of mine. You could never, ever let me down, ever. And I left it at that. Left it right at that.
And you wrote the song and never put it out?
Yeah, because I got home and I just listened back to it and I was like, man, this is not something I ever want to be remembered for. This is not even a place that I necessarily want to go. And to all the people who enjoy that, I tip my hat to you. By the way, hell of a chess move. The song, I thought it was trash, but the chess move was genius. Back against the wall, I either go all the way filthy or I fall back and I have this sort of chink in my armor for the rest of time to a rap purist, which is fine, I can live with that. You know, I would much rather live with that than the things that I was about to, the research I did, the things that I was gonna say and the places that I was gonna go, not only for him, but the other guy too. You know, and now I feel pure, I'm good.
You feel good.
You know, yeah, and you know what I did? I took that energy, just like you said, I took that energy and I put it into me, not you. You don't get that.
You told me you didn't have certain songs on Scorpion until that.
I didn't have In My Feelings, I didn't have Nonstop, I didn't have,
what's one of our favorite songs, Mavi, now?
Sick of These Niggas.
Oh my God.
I didn't have Mob Ties.
Oh, I'm sick of
these niggas.
Oh, hide some help.
Yeah.
Get rid of these niggas.
Let's do it.
Man, after watching all of that stuff right there, I knew Kanye was a lying piece of snake, piece of shit. I don't know what Kanye been on, what he been doing. Drake just seemed very pissed off, man. He's about to put them goons on him, man. You know, Jay Prince had to make that call real quick, man, because Jay Prince, you know, he's one of the most respected dudes in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, man, gangster moves in silence, man. You know, now everything makes sense when I listen to songs like 8 out of 10, Mob Ties, because it was some threats. Those were like some subliminal threats, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Pusha T even responded back. You know, he was on Academic's page laughing at the fact that he would rather fight him over his dying friend than over him exposing his son. You know, it's just, then Pusha T even tweeted LeBron James talking about how he a hip hop historian, but he listened to my music while he was while the beef was going on. Like, I thought that was your bro, LeBron. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. Do y'all think Drake versus Pusha T is gonna be on for another round 3? Do you think this LeBron sparked the beat back up again, or we find out more things of the essence of the beef? Or do you think it's more stuff that Pusha T got? Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments below. And make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button and notification bell to get more videos like this. Peace.
Yeah.
Weezy out of here.
The dash is digi, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like Boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be. Been here for 10, but I feel like a rookie. I tell her look up, cause it's snowing in Tootsies. Booked for 3 years, man, you can't even book me. It's me and Lil Baby, the shit gon'